Hello, welcome to my another video on Power BI. So here in this video we are going to discuss on the DAX functions, that is related versus related table functions and DateAdd versus parallel period functions, and these topics we will understand with a proper practical example. So watch this video completely, please don't skip it, because these topics are appeared many times in a Power BI job interview. So before we jump start with our first topic, I just want to request you that if you also know such important topics on Power BI DAX function, then please share those important topics in the below comment box of this video. Definitely it will be helpful for other viewers to know that topics, and in my upcoming video I will cover those topics. Okay? And if you really like the content of this video, then please like our video and hit the subscribe button to subscribe to our channel, because your one like and one subscribe keep us motivated to create more such technical content on Power BI, MSBI, .NET, C# and many more topics. So without wasting any time further, let's get started with our first topic. What is the difference between related and related table functions? Related and related table both are DAX functions, where related function returns a scalar value, yes, and related table function returns the entire table. Yes, this is the biggest difference between these two functions. So for both functions to work, it is compulsory to have some kind of active relationship between two tables. Yes. So for related function to work, it is mandatory to have one-to-many relationship between the two tables. So for example, here you can see that we have a product table over here and we have a fact table over here, and here you can clearly see that we have one-to-many relationship, means one product can have many sales over here into this fact table. So hence one-to-many relationship. So in order to work the related function properly, we need to have one-to-many relationship between two tables. Then only a related function will work. And on the other hand, yes, if we want to work with the related table function, so for that we need to have many-to-many relationship, one-to-one relationship, or one-to-many relationship. Yes. So if we have that kind of relationship, active relationship, then yes, we can use the related table functions. One more point which I missed out, that is we can write the related table function only on the many side. So yes. So here what is the many side? So many side is the fact table. You can see the star mark over here. So if you want to apply the related function, then yes, we can apply only on the fact table. We cannot apply the related function on the product table. So for example, now what I will do, let me go to this table and let's go over here. You can see that. Now if I say new column over here, now this is the one side, okay, not on the many side. So let me just check whether the related function works or not. So if I say related, so there you go, you can see that nothing is coming out over here. Now what I will do, let me go to the many side, that is a fact table. I will say new column. So there you go. If I want to get the product name, so for example, product name, and if I say related, so there you go, you can see because we are on the many side of the table, here I can easily see the one side of that table. Okay, so here you can see that I can display anything like product name, product type, whatever I want. Okay, so for example, if I want to display the product over here, and if I say enter, so there you go, you can see the product name over here, right? And it is also proved that related function returns the scalar value. So you can see that every row is having a single value, a scalar value, right? Whereas related table function returns the entire table. That, yes, we are going to see that example also, but here you can see that clearly related function returns the scalar value. Yes. As I told that this related function works with only active one-to-many relationship. So as you can see that we have this active one-to-many relationship. So now what I will do, so first let's go and delete this column. So there you go. And now what I will do, I will go and delete this relationship just to check whether it works or not. Okay, so here you can see that we have the fact table which is having the relationship between the product ID and the product ID. Now what I will do, I'm going to delete this relationship. So right click and delete. Yes. So it is deleted, as you can see that. Let's save it. And let's go over here and again let me just say new column over here. So there you go. Now what I will do, I will say related, and there you go. You can see that I cannot able to find the product table over here. I can see only the location table. Why? Because location table and the fact table are related in one-to-many relationship. There is no product table as is displayed here in the auto suggestion, as you can see that. Right? So if I try to type product also, see, nothing works. Okay, so hence it is proved that this related function only works when we have one-to-many relationship. Okay, now what I will do, let's go and create this relationship again. Let's go here and let me delete this, and here I am going to just make the relationship. So there you go, you can see that, right? Now let's go here, and what we will do, let's try and create a measure also. So for that, you can see that I have created a table over here. You can see that where we have the states here. So what I want, that this sales to be multiplied with this product price. Okay, and I want to display the sum of this total here with the state wise. So what I will do, I will go quickly here and create a new measure over here, and here I am going to say related sales. So there you go, and definitely related function will not work like this. You can see that. Okay, so to work this related function, we will use one of the iterator function, that is SUMX. Okay, since we want to display the total sales, yes, we need to use one of the iterator function, that is the SUMX here. So I'm going to use SUMX, and yes, because the SUMX also works on the row level here. So here we need to mention the table. So definitely it will be my fact table. So I will say comma, and here in the expression I'm going to use the related function over here. So I will say related, and we need from here the product price. So there you go, multiply with the fact table sales. So there you go. Yes, done. That's it. Enter. So there you go. Now what I will do, let me just drag and drop here, and there you go. You can see the sales as per the state wise. Why we are seeing the sales as per the state wise? Because yes, we have the relationship between the location and the fact table and the product and the fact table. So hence we can see this report, right? So hey, this is all about the related function. Now let's go and talk about the related table function also. As we spoken earlier that related table function returns the entire table. So for that, let's go and check whether it returns the entire table or not. So let's go over here and let me just say new table, and here I am going to say new test table. So let me do that. New test table, and here I'm going to say related table, definitely the fact table. Yes, as you can see that entire table has been loaded into this new table, right? And if you want to just filter it out, yes, we can do that with the help of CalculateTable function. So here I'm going to say fact table, comma, I'm sorry, we need to use this related table function, comma, and here I'm going to say fact table, and here I want that product ID 1 to be loaded. So there you go. So I will say enter. That's it. You will find all the product ID 1 will be loaded over here. You can see that. And we have total 192 rows over here. You can see that, right? So yes, so this is how it is proved that a related table function loads the entire table over here. Okay. Now let's also test in our product table, in our existing table, whether it loads the entire table into this column or not. So for that I will say new column over here. And here I will say count sales. And here if I try to load the table, that is related table fact 1. So there you go. So definitely it is throwing an error. Definitely here it requires the scalar data, but here it is loading the entire table. Okay. Now if I just want to see the sales of the product ID 1, that is this one. Okay. So for that what we can do, we can just simply say that CountRows, because CountRows needs the table and related table returns the table, right? Okay, so I will say enter. So there you go. You can see that 192 rows which we have just seen into this new test table. You can see that for product ID 1 we have 192 rows, and yes, in this product table count sales it is showing the 192 rows. Okay, so this is all about related versus related table functions. I hope you understand this question. Now let's move on to our next question. Let's understand the differences between DateAdd versus parallel period. So the syntax wise, both the functions are having the same syntax. So let me just show you over here. So if you go and if I say new measure over here, and let me just show you the syntax first of both the functions. So there you go. If I say DateAdd over here, so here you can see that it takes the values as first as date, then the number of intervals, then the interval. So in the interval we can have year, month, quarter, day. Okay, so this is the syntax for DateAdd, and now let's go and check for parallel period. So there you go. So same syntax, as you can see that first the date, then the number of intervals, then the interval. Now here in the interval it takes what? Year, quarter and month, as you can see. Okay, so these are the two differences are there between these two functions. So let's understand the first one. Definitely the interval wise, as we have spoken just now, that is the year, quarter, month and date. And the second difference, let's talk about that. So with the use of DateAdd function, it returns the data date wise. Yes, if you want to get the data in a date wise, then use the DateAdd function. If you want the full period wise, then go for parallel period function. Yes. So parallel period returns the data in a full period wise, whereas DateAdd function returns the data in a date wise. So let me just show you with the proper example here. So here you can see that. So as you can see that we have a slicer over here. Okay, which ranges the date over here. You can see that, and here we have a table. You can see that. Okay, so we have the data for 2018 and 2019. So this table is created with the help of DateAdd function. You can see that. So this year sales date, so I am going to show you that measure. So here you can see that my total sales. So total sales again is my measure. So let me just show you that. So you can see that sum of sales is my total sales. So this I have used here directly in the calculate, and here in the filter I have used the DateAdd. You can see that. Okay. So this year sales as per DateAdd. Okay. Now for the last year, just -1. You can see that same formula, but just the -1, the last year. Okay. And similarly for the parallel period, I did the same thing. So let me just show you. This year you can see that, and the last year you can see that. Okay. Now if I move the slicers now, okay, now you can see the values over here, the last year also and this year also. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to move my slicer and you can see the changes. So here I'm going to change the date. So now I'm going to change the date as November 13th, let's say. So there you go. You can see the changes only on the DateAdd side. You can see that. Now if I change it via the slicer, you can see the changes, right? There is no changes happening on the parallel period side, because parallel period returns the data or displays the data in a full period wise. So if we go to 2018, so you can see the changes. See, there you go, right? You can see that. So if I go till 31st, there you go, you can see that, right? If I go to 2019, so there you go, you cannot see any changes. So this data is showing full period of 2019. You can see that in our parallel period, this 2019 value is showing the full till 31st of December 2019, but this is showing as per your date, the current date, that is January 22, 2019, as you can see that. Okay. So in simple words, if you want to see the full period wise, like if you want to see from 1st of January to the 31st of January, then go for the parallel period month wise. If you want to see the full period of year wise, like 1st of Jan till the 31st of December 2019, then go for the parallel period year wise. And if you want to see the data in a date wise calculation should be happen, then go for DateAdd interval year wise or month wise. Okay. So hey guys, this was the differences between the DateAdd versus the parallel period. I hope you understand these differences. So that's all about it in this video. Thank you very much for watching this video completely. And if you have any doubts or any queries, then post your doubts and queries in the below comment box of this video. I will be personally answering your doubts and queries. And if you know such important topics on Power BI DAX function, then please share those topics in the below comment box of this video. Definitely it will be helpful for others, and in my upcoming video I will take up those topics. So thank you very much.